It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Vikings and the Bears under the lights on Monday night.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend with a compelling matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their 3rd-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles, Justin Fields.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Brian Asamoah making the play defensively, leading him behind the line for a loss.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in trouble.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. And look at this defense for the Vikings against the pass. Just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. Now a first down throw, Fields. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. Leading them out, the last active player remaining from the 05 draft, and a name that dominates headlines year-round, Aaron Rodgers.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun now for Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here comes Pettis on the return. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Let's get some rope. Play a little aggressive, baby. I got you, baby. They can't beat us straight.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 38. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. Throwing again is Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, sir.
Toss left to Montgomery. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. On the return is Pettis. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Fields going to keep it running right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here now, 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Nelson Aguilar. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
back to the ground. Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That was a nice run, a nice game there as they head towards a 2-minute warning.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Rodgers. And he is caught. And he will have the Vikings first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are back within a score. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This taken in right around the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
Here we go. The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, over momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now it's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say he went out of bounds, came back in, then touched the football.
Can't be the first guy to touch it when you come back in bounds. That's why the penalty goes against him. Have to know where you are on the field.
Here's Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Toronto's kick is up and through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Pushes him over. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Rodgers now on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hawkinson.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Now Fields.
This is caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Montgomery will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
On play action, now Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Osborne. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the Bears' 38-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Osborne. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Osborne motions left.
Open man, here is Cobb. Touchdown, Vikings. Vikings. Randall Cobb, 26 yards.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bears offense ready to get going again.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Here we go. First down, Bears.
Back to throw. Fields.
And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air. Fields on 2nd down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
To throw is Fields.
And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 27-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Throw left side, and Osborne has it.
Oh, some strong running. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 18. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
Right back to Cook for another completion.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing. because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Third down, Dalvin Cook.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into...
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Uzomah, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On second down, Montgomery. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper.
Don't jump. Ready?
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
Here we go.
Fields down to a knee here, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it, in the fourth quarter? They had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them. They were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls